Hello everyone, I'm Raj and today I came up with my another interesting topic. In this video, I'm not going to discuss about my projects or anything. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about something about databases. So as we know all that during while working with the website, we often have to interact with the databases. So interacting with the databases, what is the thing which comes in the now mind? So things comes in the mind, that is queries. Whenever we are interacting with the databases, queries comes in the way to, these are the ways to interact with the databases. Now there are many types of databases. There are relational databases, there are non-relational databases. Now the databases which are now selecting the databases which depends upon us and depends upon our website, and that depends upon the purpose of our website. Now let's take an example of SQL databases and NoSQL databases, right? So SQL databases are those databases which we particularly use for read-heavy applications, such as Facebook, such as Instagram. And another side, if I talk about NoSQL databases, so NoSQL databases such as Redis, MongoDB. So these are the databases which particularly used for write-heavy applications. Now, where user uh, comparatively interact with the such a functionality which is more than compared to the read heavy applications. Morely they are interacting with the updating the data, creating the data, and deleting the data. So if these are the activities which are happening at the particular website more. So these are the databases which are suggested to use, because it provides that kind of functionality or the speed, performance, flexibility to work along with that. So as according to that, or considering to that, have some created some of the queries, and I'm going to discuss about those queries. So let's see that how we can do it. So let me share my screen. Yes. Now in this video you can see that yes, first discuss this. So I'm going to discuss about SQL queries, MySQL queries. So how it will interact with. So while interacting with the database, MySQL databases, we have relational. This is the relational databases. So it's more depend upon the relationships with the tables. So we create the data in form of tables. Inside that, the rows and columns will be there, and such as IDs or column is there, name column is there, age column is there. So etc. It can be anything, right? So that is it. So first thing, for creating the table inside the MySQL databases, we have this structure: create table customers, right? So creating a table called name as customers, and inside that I'm giving some columns. See, ID column is there, name column is there, email address, and phone number. And for that, which type should be there for that, right? So I'm giving that. So watcher is watcher is nothing but a string which we are providing to it. Similar to email, similar address is text. We're just taking as a text, and phone number is also a watcher. Okay. After that, suppose if I want to insert some rows inside the table, so this is the syntax for that. So insert into customer. So we are just writing a table name over here, and the columns which we want inside which we want to include the data. So the values which are this, and for suppose if I want to select some data from the customers, suppose this is a query. So I'm going to tell you about how can we I will tell you the questions on the basis of the answers of the queries. So on the basis of queries, I will tell you the questions of that. Okay. So in this query, what we are doing is we are trying to fetch all the data from the customer's table. Okay. After that, in this fourth number of query, what we are doing is we are trying to get the particular columns of name and email. Okay, from the customers table. And in this, we are trying to fetch in this fifth number of query, which what we are trying to do is we are trying to fetch the data from the customers table where ID is 3. So if I found the ID is 3, we will get the particular data. Otherwise, we will get the error. Okay. And next is six number of query, where which what we are doing is we are trying to fetch the data from the customers table with the name which is starting with the A. Suppose the name is starting with the A, so this is a query for that. And similarly, another query is we are trying to fetch the data from the customer table ordered by name in descending order, which is meaning the meaning of this is with according to the name, we are arranging the data in descending manner. So this is a query for that. We have few more queries, so we'll discuss upon that as well. Another query is update your table, okay, customer's name. Okay, so here should be this. So we are updating the customer's table name. We are setting address. No, it's wrong. I can say that it should be address. So what we are doing is update the customer's table column, and I want to set, so address is a column, so I want to change the address with the help of this is the updated address and where the ID is to. So where I will found the IDs for, so I will be updating the address for that particular row. So the next query is select all the data from the customer order by the ID descending a little bit. So here we are doing the same thing. We are arranging the data in descending manner with the limit of three. So we'll get the top three customers for our need. After that, 11th number of query, which is we are just counting all the data which is present inside the customers table. And the next query is we are trying to get the data from the customers table and order by the ID ascending. We are getting the ascending order offset to accept the first two data. If you want to exclude any of the data, so we use offset. So after that, we are just selecting the data from the customers table where the ID is greater than 2 and the name is starting with the B. So this is a query for that. And another query is this select from customers where ID is less than 3 and name is like name is start ending with this. So this is for that. So and in this what we are doing is set customers where phone number is null or. So what we are doing is we are trying to set customers where if I found that the customer number is null or empty. So we are setting the data to set that. Select should be there. So we are selecting data which we found the number is null or number is empty. So that's for that. Now another query which is similar to that, but they differ in some pointers. So let's see that. So what we are doing is creating a restaurant table collection. So not collection, we're not doing collection. Collection comes in the MongoDB. So table we are creating, right? So creating the table called restaurants with the columns name, ID, name, person type, location, average, and delivery available. Okay. After that, what we are doing is we are inserting some rows into the restaurants table with the data of our choice. So I am going to include name, location, and cuisine, and so these are the data inside it. And after that, what we're doing is write a query to fetch all restaurants ordered by average rating in a descending order. Okay. So what we are doing is we are selecting ID, name, location, cuisine, and we are getting the average rating of that all the data. After that, what we are doing is we are trying to compare the IDs of restaurants ID and reviews, and we are trying to group by the ID, name, location, and cuisine. And after that, we are doing just simply order by the average rating in descending order. So we're getting the top uh, highest rating, average rating restaurant will be at the top, and the lowest will be at the 8. So this is the query for that. And second, which is fourth number of query, which is write a query to fetch all restaurants that offer delivery available and have an average rating. Uh, have an average rating more than 4. Okay. So this we are selecting ID, name, location, posing average rating as average rating. Okay, where delivery available is 1 and average rating is more than 4 and order by average rating descending order. So similar to that, but we are the similar differences. We are trying to deliver which is delivery available and average rating is greater than. So that is the difference. And after that, fifth number of query, write a query to fetch all restaurants where the cuisine type field is not set or is null. Okay, select all the data from the restaurants, all the restaurants from the restaurants table, and where cuisine type is null or cuisine type is empty. So we are trying to select that. And sixth number of query is trying to say write a query to count number of restaurants have that have delivery available. After that, select count. Just so for that, what we are doing is selecting the all the data, selecting all the data. Can we do something else over here? Write a query to count a number of restaurants. So we can count IDs as well. Yes, we can count the IDs as well from the restaurants where the delivery is available. So we are trying to calculate the restaurants which is where the delivery is available. Okay. Write a query to fetch all restaurants whose location contains New York. Okay. So what we are doing is simply we are selecting all the data from the restaurants table and where the location is we found New York. So we will get the New York's data, the data point. And write a query to calculate the average rating of all restaurants. So we are just calculating the average rating of all the restaurants over here. And sorry. So after that, selecting average rating from restaurants. So simple query for that. And right after that, the second last query, which is trying to say is write a query to fetch the top 5 restaurants when ordered by average rating in the descending order. Okay. So now selecting average rating as average rating from the restaurant is ordered by the average rating. It's a simple query we are trying to use. We are trying to calculate the average rating as average rating from the restaurants table and ordering by the descending. We are arranging the data in the descending form. Simple query work. So last query is trying to say write a query to delete the restaurants with ID. It's a simple query. We are just deleting the particular data from the restaurants table where we found the IDs 3. So this is the query which I wanted to share with you all. So thank you for your important giving your important time. So thank you.